Well, another sunny day in retirement, teen.
I know, isn't retirement wonderful,
It
Norm?
really is. Best job ever. So, what are we going to be talking about today, teen?
We are going to be talking about how to make a travel budget.
But before we get to that weighty subject, we are Tina and Norm, and we talk all things retirement and travel. And today we're talking about travel budgets.
Yes,
So, you found a really interesting survey, didn't you, Tina?
yes, I did. And it actually asked a whole pile of retirees how much did they budget for travel for a year. And the numbers were 11,000 US
Which,
or
which is
with
14,000 Canadian.
and that would also translate to around 9,000 British pounds, which we were found quite interesting numbers, didn't we?
We did.
Yeah.
So that prompted us to think we should tell you about our travel budget. We thought that we would explain how we came up with our travel budget. Now, we should possibly put a parental advisory out here because the numbers are pretty shocking. But it's what we came up with, and so we are going to share them with you, aren't we, team?
Yes, we are. About a year or so before we retired, we came up with a budget for our travel, didn't we, Norm?
We did, and
Yeah.
we reversed engineered it because we had already been going on cruises and were pretty familiar with them. And so we had an idea of what we were spending on cruising, on city vacations, and then we kind of added up how many we would like to do in a year. Because obviously we want to be home at the major holidays, Thanksgiving, Christmas. And outside of that, it's free to travel for us. So we added up the average cost of a cruise. We have two types of cruises that we take, an expensive one and a cheaper one. And so we included one expensive one each year and a number of smaller, cheaper cruises. So what is our travel budget, Tane? That's the scary thing that we said we were going to share.
Yeah. Well, what we did was we came up with the figure of 25,000 a year. Yes.
Sounds a lot.
So we were projecting this for 10 years. So we were prepared to take 250,000 from our savings to cover all our traveling, weren't we?
We did.
We did. Because remember, traveling was a big thing we both wanted to do when we retired.
Yeah, we got to remember those go-go years, Tane. Got to make the most of them.
So we thought if we were going to do that, we needed the money to be able to do it, didn't we?
We did.
Yes.
So 250,000 over 10 years, and then we would review it to see what would happen. Obviously, the pandemic has got in the way of traveling. We haven't traveled for over 2 years, other than the odd night away at Niagara Falls and things like that.
Yeah.
And of course, our trailer.
I think, as you pointed out, Norm, you were saying that the budget we came up with was including cruises. And what we did was we kind of picked to have sort of a more exotic cruise once a year, didn't we? And we made a list of all the places we wanted to go. So we went to Australia for 1 year, and then we did another one going through the whole of the Panama Canal. And that was a wonderful cruise too, wasn't it?
So the nice thing about cruising, we don't think we will continue to go on cruises with this pandemic. We're still not comfortable with how they're working out. But we absolutely loved them when we were doing it. And cruising gives you a calendar year of events. So Alaska opens up for cruising sort of May through to September. You've got transatlantic crossings coming from Europe to North America around September to November time. You've got Australia, which is perfect time to do that in November, which is their springtime. And then, of course, we like to escape the snow and go to Portugal.
Yeah, we do, don't we? So that was another big thing that we wanted to incorporate into our budget was that, as everybody knows, the Canadian winters are pretty brutal here. So we planned on probably two months, 2 or maybe 3 months in Portugal. And we sort of allowed a figure of about 1,500 a month for that.
For the rent of an
For the
apartment.
rent. And we also needed our flights, obviously, for that. So that was another area as well with the cruises, and we wanted the winter stays, didn't we?
Yeah, so our flights to Portugal generally were about $700 to $800 return flights. So that gave us somewhere in the region of $1,400 to $1,600, depending on how well we were able to do those.
Yeah.
And the apartments are fairly reasonable. And we don't count in the cost of food, because when we are in Portugal, staying as a long term, we just live like a local. We live like we're at home.
Yeah.
We eat the same food, go to the same grocery type stores. So there's not a lot of extra costs once we're there.
No, that's true, isn't it? And the other area too, Norm, is we do like these, we call them impulse deals, don't we?
Oh, we do indeed. We're impulse shoppers.
So we've been on some great deals to, for example, to Sierra. We've been to Iceland and we've been to Edinburgh on those, and they're generally about a week or so, aren't they?
Yeah, a week.
Yeah.
And they range in cost from somewhere around 600 Canadian dollars to about 800 Canadian dollars. And that's why we buy them, because it includes the flight, the hotel, nearly always breakfast.
Yeah, we've had some great deals on those, haven't we?
They really are. So we sign up for a lot of those types of companies, like Travel Zoo. We're on their email list.
Yeah.
Air Canada, Air Transat, WestJet, and they will email us offers. And one of the really good ones has been Azores Getaways,
Yes.
and their sister company Portugal Getaways, and they always seem to have a deal. We got to the Azores for $5.99 each. That's return flights, a beautiful hotel, breakfast every morning, and
we got a welcome
transfer
drink,
from the airport.
Yeah, and a cocktail when we arrived.
Yeah.
It was great, wasn't it?
It was.
Yeah, it was really nice, yeah.
And that was cheaper than the flight from Canada to the Azores.
You couldn't even fly for that, could you? It was
No.
a fantastic deal. Hey.
Yeah, and so anyway, that's how we put together a travel budget. It sounds a lot, but you got to realize we are retired. It's a once in a lifetime opportunity for this travel, because we're getting on, and we might as well enjoy it. And we have the health to be able to fully participate in travel, don't we, Ting?
Yes, we do. And one thing that we kind of didn't realize at the time, Norm, was that as we started to travel, we then started to take our CPP early, and the dividends from our invested money started to come in. So it began that we didn't have to take quite as much. The money was starting to get kind of topped back up, wasn't it?
And you have to realize that we've been doing this for 7 years, and it's just the last 2 that we haven't traveled. So we had 5 years of doing this, and the money didn't run out. and our net worth grew because the dividends get reinvested. The pensions that Tina had said started coming in, and really the 25,000 never got spent every year,
which was quite nice, wasn't it?
Because we are bargain shoppers, and we do try and get deals on everything that we buy. So although we had 25,000 in our budget, we
Yeah.
never actually spent it. We came close to it on
Yeah.
a few occasions.
Yeah, we did, didn't we?
So really, the thing is, don't be afraid of setting a budget and go travel. And we decided to do this video because we have been home for over 2 years.
Yes.
And whether the pandemic is over or not, we're ready to travel again. We've been home too long, and
I think a lot of other people are too, hey, Norm?
so we're going to be hitting the road this year.
Yeah.
And we will be in Portugal for this winter as well.
Yes.
So if you see us, say hello. So anyway, that's our tale of woe, how we budget for travel.
Yes. And we hope that everybody has enjoyed it and that everybody is staying safe.
And keeping well.
Until the next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.